Hi guys, this is Alexis, almost 2 years later. Sorry about my hair, kind of just woke up and decided to make this video. So the last time that I made a video about my weight, it was my weight loss story, and I just told like how I actually lost my weight and the process of that and everything that had to go along with that. But after I lost the weight, I still had extra skin, and that was a big problem for me because you go through all the hard parts of losing weight and then you still have all that skin. So my parents had promised me that if I had lost the weight, they would get me the surgery to have the skin removed. So 2 years later, I had the tummy tuck. I didn't have the full tummy tuck. I had a mini tummy tuck with a extended scar incision, and the reason for that is because the mini tummy tuck scar is about this big, and it would leave something called dog ears, and that just means that that there would still be extra skin on each end of my stomach. So he had to do the extended scar, which I didn't mind at all. I just wanted all that skin gone. He didn't sew up my abdominal walls or muscles or whatever because they were already tight. Like, I didn't have a baby or anything, so those were all fine. And I still have my original belly button. The only difference is that all of that extra skin is gone and my stomach is pulled down so that it's tighter. So I'm just going to go through the process and my experience, and I'll show you the scar. So when I first went in to actually have the evaluation and the very first appointment, he just told me obviously like I would still have the extra skin on my arms and on my thighs, and that the only surgery I'm going to be having is for my stomach. And we went over like the risk factors, and it is a little bit scary, like just hearing all the risks and stuff, but it's very low risk, and I had a very good surgeon. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below and I'll respond to you as fast as I can. So anyways, he made me feel very comfortable about it, and he made it like very realistic. He didn't give me any high expectations about it. Like, he just basically told me that it would be I wouldn't have that skin anymore. He didn't say I would come out looking like a supermodel or anything. That's not what I expected. So anyways, when I went to go have the procedure done, I went into it very positive minded. Like, I wasn't very scared, and I think that's very important because if you go in there with a negative mindset, you're gonna be like all tense, and it's just not a good thing. So that's why I was very calm and relaxed, and so they gave me an IV, and before they put the the anesthesia in, I had to strip, and they covered my body in iodine, which makes it sterile. So that was very cold and unpleasant, but I did not care. I laid down, I counted back from like 20 or something, and before I knew it, I was out. Don't even really remember the whole thing except for them rubbing my body down in iodine, which was unpleasant, but whatever. So after that, I woke up, and it felt literally like a couple of minutes. When you're under anesthesia, you don't really experience like any of the time, like it just seems like it's like that. So I woke up and I felt I felt nauseous, I felt sick. My mom has had anesthesia a lot because she has a disease called lupus. So she's had many surgeries, and she told me, it's normal, like if you have a bad reaction to anesthesia, it makes you like sick, whatever. So that lasted for about 20 minutes. It was probably the worst nausea I've ever had in my life. That was probably the worst part of the whole thing. It was even worse than the pain of the actual surgery. The pain of the actual surgery really wasn't that severe. It was sore, and I had 2 drains because when you excise skin and you pull it, like there's a pouch, like there's like a little pocket that wants to fill with fluid, and you can't have that in there. So the drains, export it out into they're like little suction cuppy bag things. I don't know, they're about like that big each, and they have to be emptied like every hour. That wasn't pleasant either, but you know, it's just something that had to be done. So, recovery process, I didn't go in a wheelchair or anything. I literally just stepped out of the hospital bed and got into the car. I couldn't wear the seatbelt like around my waist because my surgeon told me that if like even the car like jerked a little bit and like it pulled, it could open the wound, which scared me a lot. But I got home safe and everything was okay. The only like discomfort I had was, you know, getting up and then laying back down, but it was just discomfort. It wasn't real true like pain. It really wasn't that bad at all. I was just really happy that it was over, and I was excited to see, you know, the final finished result. So a couple of days later, I had to go in for another appointment to get my drains removed, and it felt a little weird, but it wasn't painful at all. It just felt like something was being pulled out of my stomach, but it was just uncomfortable, like, and weird. It wasn't like painful or anything. And he took the sutures out. He gave me deep or buried stitches. So my stitches, like all the stitches like across my belly, were dissolved like by my own body because they weren't visible on the top. They were inside. The only sutures that he removed were the ones that were having the drain inside. But yeah, so all of my stitches didn't have to be removed, just those. So after that, after he removed the drains, I still had to keep my bandages on for like another week or so. And then when I finally went in to the appointment to have the bandages removed, and I saw the result, it was incredible and it was worth it. And it was everything that I thought it was going to be. When you get a tummy tuck, they also give you liposuction, just around the area, like not obviously your whole body, just, you know, around your stomach. So like I was very swollen from that. I had to wait, you know, a couple of months to actually see a real difference. So I'm gonna show you my stomach and my scar right now. I'm pretty sure that in my weight loss story video I showed my stomach, and you can definitely see the difference of what this surgery has done for me. So I'm gonna do that right now. So this is my stomach. This is the side. And then this is the scar. It's very, very low. He made it very low into the bikini line. For obvious reasons, because you don't want the scar, you know, very high. You want to be able to wear underwear and stuff without it showing. But you can see it's from my hip bone to my other hip bone. It extends all the way over here. You can see. All the way over here. And then it just goes all the way over here. I'm sorry, I'm just using my iPhone. I don't really have a very nice camera, but it is what it is. Sorry. So yeah, that's that, and you can see the difference. You can see it's very flat, and that was like the biggest problem before, is that it had a lot of extra skin. And so the healing process with the scar, it never got infected, it never had any problems. I went to the beach a lot, so the salt water kind of healed it really, really fast. It's not white yet, it's still like reddish pink, but it was a lot, obviously, it was a lot more red. Now it's more, you know, a soft pink color. What else? I'm just very happy with it, and I think it's a great procedure. If you cannot, like my surgeon, I was like 16 when I had the procedure done. I'm 18 now, but when I had the procedure done, my surgeon told me that you know, if I could have gotten rid of it with exercise, he would have not done the procedure. And he also said that, you know, I was mature for my age, and if I, you know, wasn't as mature and like didn't understand all of it, you know, he wouldn't have done the surgery. So that's why, you know, it was done. So that's really it. I mean, obviously there's a lot more, but I think I covered, you know, the main points. I don't regret the surgery. I'm very happy that I had it. Obviously, it's not for everyone. If you like love your body how it is, which you should, I didn't, but if you do, obviously you don't have to have the surgery. You should love yourself no matter what. It's you know, it's yourself. But if it will definitely increase your happiness and make you feel better about your own body. It's definitely a good thing to have. I lost around 70 to 80 pounds, so that's why I did not need the full tummy tuck. But if you do, I can't really talk for that because I think it's a little bit more extensive. You know, you have a new belly button. They have to cut a new belly button and stuff. So I don't really know that much. I'm not experienced with that. So this is mini tummy tuck, only with extended scar that I'm talking for. And I can only speak from my experience. I can't, you know, speak for others. I had it done by a very like reputable surgeon, and just don't go out of state. Like, don't get it from like, you know, you get what you pay for. So like, don't be like, oh, this is like this cheap surgery, let me just go and it'll be cheap and I'll be out and it'll be good, because you can get infections, they could do it wrong, or like, you know, just be safe. And if you have any questions, once again, in the comments down below, feel free and I'll answer them ASAP. I get notifications right when you guys comment or anything, so I will definitely respond if you want to talk to me. That would be great. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Bye.